So, boys and girls, today we are going to concentrate mostly on editing. It's the part where you have grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes and you have to correct them. All right, so that's why you edit the text. Okay, an editor's job is to look through a text to look for grammar and punctuation and spelling mistakes and to correct them. And okay, the editor, right, also needs to make sure that whatever text is published at the end, whether it's a magazine article or it's a story or whatever, they must make sure that the readers will want to read it. So editors are not so simple as just checking for grammar, punctuation, and spelling. They are also needed, right, to edit paragraphs, edit how the story flows, where to cut off one chapter, where to start the new chapter, so on and so forth. All right, but you are all new editors and young editors. All right, so you only need to go for grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes. No problem, Lavanya. Welcome to the class. It's just that you don't get the 1 mark for coming on time. Okay, but I see that you've done your work online. So very, very good. Let's start. Okay, so the Zoom was loading for too long. No issues. Okay, so we will cover grammar cloze first, then vocabulary cloze, then we will go for a 5-minute break, and then we will go for editing, which is the final part for today. Let's start with grammar cloze. You're given A to H for your helping words. Make sure you know what your helping words are, and then basically fill in the blanks, okay? Of course, read the passage first, and then fill in the blanks accordingly. During the holidays, I went to the library with my sister. We went there by ourselves, blank our mother was at work. There, I picked a book, blank my favorite animal, leatherback turtles. My sister prefers fairy tales, so she went to look for books that interest her. My friend Wei Hong went to look for books on dinosaurs. While reading, I learned that leatherback turtles are the largest of all living turtles. Unfortunately, these majestic creatures are endangered. I also learned that Janelle likes cats. One of the main causes, blank pollution. Many leatherback turtles die blank eating plastic bags that float in the sea. Before I could read more about how to save these animals, it was time to go. My sister Lavanya showed me the books she wanted to borrow. Blank, I happily showed her mine. I was glad that I had learned more about my favorite animal, Emmet. Just kidding. I was glad I had learned more about my favorite animal, the Emmet, the mythical Emmet. Okay, now let's go through the answers over here. Okay, first, all right, all of you got it correct. You got everything correct basically. So I will just go through the answers directly. Um, so number one, the answer is B, right? We went there by ourselves as, okay, our mother was at work. Okay, um, I think that when children go out, right, with an older sibling, that's okay as long as it's somewhere that they are familiar with and they actually know where to go, right, to look for stuff. If it's too far away, then I might feel a bit uncomfortable with allowing my children to go somewhere that's too far away because they might not be familiar with how to get back and everything, and they might get into trouble too. So, right, it's important to um, have adults there. But anyway, over here, obviously, it's somewhere that's close to the house. There, I picked a book, and then the answer here is F. All right, I picked a book on my favorite animal. This case, it's the leatherback turtle. All right, not the emmet, okay? My sister prefers fairy tales, so she went to look for books that interest her, so on and so forth. So we have B over here, and then we have F, cancelled. Next, all right, B and F are used. One of the main causes, blank pollution. One of the main causes is pollution. All of you got this one correct, right? Is pollution. Many leatherback turtles die. blank eating plastic bags, so they die after eating plastic bags. So G is used, E is used. All right, and last one, number 5. My sister showed me the books she wanted to borrow, and I happily showed her mine. Okay. I was glad that I had learned more about my favorite animal. However, I had an argument with my sister because we didn't have enough borrowing cards to borrow the books. In the end, I could only borrow 1 book while she borrowed 5. I hate my sister. Okay, next. Just kidding. That part doesn't exist. Mr. Joel made it up. And Janelle has a soft toy as well. Janelle has a cat soft toy. Wei Hong has a dinosaur. Janelle has a cat. I'm very sure that they both should not meet. If not, Wei Hong soft toy is going to eat Janelle's soft toy. Wei Hong soft toy is like, oh, delicious cat. Ah. Oh, okay. Lavanya, I think what you meant was my mom was so hesitant, not hesitate. My mom was so hesitant leaving me home alone for today. Janelle has a dinosaur too, but it's Barney the dinosaur.
Barney is a dinosaur and purple is his color. ABC
Okay.
the greatest dinosaur of them all.
Okay. So, Wei Hong has admitted that Barney is stronger.
Barney
How
is a
about
dinosaur from our
the rabbit that
imagination.
Lavanya is holding?
Barney's tallest. Barney is a dinosaur.
My rabbit is gonna die.
Okay.
What we call a dinosaur.
I'm gonna mute Wei Hong. Okay, next part. All right, I'm just gonna give everyone here the 5 marks because everyone got it correct except for Raphael and Liam who are not here. So it's 5 points to everyone, and everyone gets a bonus. Okay, 1 point for being legends because you got everything correct, right, in the first try. So, working hard +1. Okay, let's move on to the next part, vocabulary close. Okay, same thing for this. They're helping words as well, but if you don't know the meanings, right, you might just get it wrong. Okay, so you got to be very careful with which word you use here. So let's read the words and let's try to understand what the words actually mean. First one is stingy. Stingy means someone who's very doesn't want to share their resources, right? A stingy person is not selfish, okay? It's different. A selfish person doesn't want to share with others. A stingy person doesn't even want to buy things for themselves, okay? A selfish person will still buy things for themselves, but a stingy person won't even buy anything for themselves. That's the main difference, all right? I've seen a few stingy people in my life, and boy, are they stingy, right? Like when you go to the food court and you order something, right? They'll be like, oh, it's okay, I'll just drink water. Then I'll be like, okay, sure. Do you want to get some food? And they'll be like, oh, never mind, it's okay, I brought something from home. And then I'm like, okay. But sometimes you think that maybe they don't have enough money to eat out, right? It's then that you realize their wallet has $200. And I asked them, oh, why do you carry so much money? Oh, my parents give me $500 every week. I was like, huh? And you don't have money to eat lunch.
Save money is good. Save money is good.
Then I asked him, can you eat your money? And he said no. But anyway, over here, that's what stingy means. Roam, right? B over here. Roam means to wander around, right? In like a far distances, right? That's called roaming. Okay. Lethargic is a feeling you get when you are overly tired, but you are so tired you just cannot sleep, right? That's like you are beyond tired, right? So your body isn't functioning very well anymore. That's the lethargic we're talking about over here. Passionate means someone who's very full of energy and full of interest for something. Okay, for example, I can say something like maybe Yusing, what are you very interested in?
Singing.
Singing. So you can say Yusing is so passionate about singing that she has bought a karaoke system, right, and sings in her room to practice. Right, so that's like passionate, like you are very full of interest and love for something. All right. Just like Wei Hong is passionate about Barney the dinosaur. Okay. Next, we have trek. Okay. Trek means to walk for long distances, normally in the wilderness. So it could be forests, it could be deserts, mountain ranges, wherever. Wherever you can walk, you can trek. All right. F is generous. Generous is the opposite of stingy. A generous person is someone who likes to share with other people, all right, and enjoy sharing. That's a generous person. Generosity is normally a virtue, like a good value. Stinginess is like a bad value. Okay. Dedicated for G, right? When you're dedicated, it means you are very responsible. All right. Doesn't mean that you are passionate about something, but you are a very responsible person. You're very dedicated to something. So let's say, for example, one day, um, Janelle decides to work at a bubble tea shop to sell bubble tea. Okay, and then everyone goes home at 10 p.m., right? But Janelle is very dedicated. She stays back to make sure that all the cups and everything is washed properly and dried, right? Before she leaves. So she leaves at 11 p.m., although she's not paid extra for that.
Actually,
So
aku baru main.
very dedicated. She goes home earlier than everyone else. Okay, next. H. Okay, pleasantly. All right, pleasantly. When someone is pleasant, they are friendly, they are nice to talk to, they're easy to interact with. So that's a pleasant person. So if you do something pleasantly, it means you will probably get the like of people. Like people will support what you're doing. So it's like pleasant. Okay. So let's go through the answers, or rather, let's read through the passage first. The dog shelter down the road has been there for many years. It is run by a non-profit organization. When we say someone is non-profit, right, it means they are doing it voluntarily. They are not earning money from it. So it's a non-profit organization. That is what? To helping stray dogs find homes. They are supported by a large team of blank volunteers and blank donors. The dogs can walk freely within the shelter as there are no cages. Many potential adopters are what surprised by this when they come to visit the dogs in the shelter. Oops. Okay. So, first one, or question number 6 over here. Wei Hong got it wrong. The rest got it correct. Wei Hong, can you do a correction for this? Send me the correct answer. Lavanya has offered to buy all your bubble tea.
Which
Janelle.
one?
Question 6. Question 6, you wrote C. That is lethargic. Remember, lethargic is someone that's very tired. So you're kind of saying that is tired to help the dogs, which doesn't make sense. That is generous to helping. No, so the correct answer here is actually dedicated to helping. All right, so answer is G. They are dedicated. Okay. All right, they are very they're full of like passion for, like, full of dedication for it. Okay, so that's wrong. Next, okay, question 7. Yusing got it wrong. Yusing, you wrote F. They are supported by a large team of what volunteers? To be a volunteer, you must love it, right? That's right. Okay, answer is D. Passionate, right? You must love it. A team of passionate volunteers. And what donors? For this one, Wei Hong and Yusing got it wrong. So we've used G, we've used D. Oops. If you have money, right, and then you give the money, all right, and you give a lot of money, you call it what? What donors? Yes, Yusing is correct. How about Wei Hong? Yes, Wei Hong is correct.